Now I am pleased to announce plans for the construction of 6 new temples to be built in the following locations. Lindon, Utah.
One big step in. Everybody, one big step in. Understand, you are standing inside the temple. This temple is about 83,000 square feet.
Brothers and sisters, I testify that the new Lindon Temple will be further fulfillment of Isaiah's promise. It will take its place among all of the sacred temples of this dispensation as a gathering place who qualify to call themselves saints of God.
In 1899, President Lorenzo Snow prophesied, quote, "The time will come when there will be temples established over every portion of the land," close quote. At that time, there were only 4 temples, and all of them were here in Utah. In the early 1900s, President Joseph F. Smith first prophesied of a time when temples would be, quote, "dotting the earth," close quote. That phrase, dotting the earth, has since been oft repeated by many church leaders.
The spires on the new Lindon Temple are reminiscent of the peaks on Mount Timpanogos and remind us, as Moses was reminded, that we too stand on holy ground. This ground has been made holy by generations of faithful Latter-day Saints who preceded us. The temple and its spires also remind us to reach for the eternal promises that are ours to claim as children of the house of Israel. Let us rise individually and claim those promises. Let us gather our family and friends and neighbors and the strangers among us. Let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, where he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths.
But who but a prophet of God could have foreseen the explosive international growth of the church and the ability and capacity of the church to build so many temples and chapels throughout the world? It could have only happened because of the faithfulness of the members of the church. Who but God would have known that this sacred plot of ground here in Lindon, Utah, would be the site of the 219th temple announced?